My name is Xavier Baez. I want to share with you what I've learned from a buddy of mine, from a tribe in South Sudan. As an evangelist for the past 13 years, I thank God I have the honor to minister to many pastors in different countries, in different states. One of the things that we do is that we conduct leadership conferences in countries where we gather the pastors because we believe, my dear friend, that a healthy and empowered pastor gives a healthy and empowered church that impacts healthy and empowered communities, cities, and nations. But a couple of years ago, I received a great invitation. Shawn, that, for me, was a great opportunity to go to South Sudan to a tribe. We were going to Kenya, Muranga. And as we were going to conduct this evangelistic crusade, one of the things of the pastors' conference that we were going to end up doing, they said, why don't you just go ahead and fly over, just come over to our tribe. So I gathered together, my team and I, and we said, let's go to South Sudan. We got in a Jeep, we crossed over as we were traveling for 6 hours into a hard terrain, going back and forth, zigzagging, because there are mines sometimes in some of the land. I stopped by, threw up, and kept on going. Once we got to this tribe, I noticed that it was 300 families all over, just surrounding a water hole. Gathered together, and he said, my interpreter said, Pastor X, that's what they call me. Because Pastor X, I want to let you know that here they have a buddy system, you have a buddy. And as he was speaking to me, this grown man grabs my hand and starts walking with me. As he's holding my hand, I look at him and says, no, thank you. Then he goes and grabs my hand again. And my interpreter says, see, they have a buddy system here that everyone looks after each other. One thing he taught me there, my buddy in the tribe of South Sudan, is that we have to look after each other. One thing that as I was walking by, going toward the chapel where they have the meetings with the elders, he pulled me to his side. As he pulled me out, I said, well, buddy, what's going on? Why do you pull me so hard? He goes, look. And I looked, and there was a snake hidden right there on the covers of the red sand of Africa. I turned around, and this time I gave a hug to my buddy. He taught me that in the buddy system, leaders have to look after others. This is not only for ourselves. We're in the same tribe. We're trying to do the same thing, but we have to look after those that do not understand the land that we know. The next day, as we gathered together, I woke up and I'm brushing my teeth. Now, this is no water. There's no water system. There's no electricity. I'm in the hut. At night, he says, Pastor X, I want to let you know that if you want to use the restroom, use it before the sun goes down. Because the hyenas are awake. I didn't believe him. So at night, I need to use the restroom. And as I was trying to open up to get out of the hut that I was staying, I heard the laughter of hyenas. And this is no Lion King hyenas. This is spine shivering hyenas laughter. So just like that, I didn't have to go. The next morning I woke up, getting ready. We had a barrel of water where we disinfected with a pill, killing all the bacteria. We used it to drink water and also to brush our teeth. As I was brushing my teeth, I saw that my buddy had a stick, and he is there struggling on his teeth. I said, what are you doing, buddy, with her? My interpreter said, well, that is how they brush their teeth. There's a branch that grows from the land. They break it, and there's a gel. That gel is better than any fluoride toothpaste that we have here in America. Not only kills gingivitis, but it whitens their teeth. Their teeth are whiter than mine. But one day that he also taught me that every leader has to be grateful. For the first time in my life, I went back to my hut, got on my knees, and I thanked God for a toothbrush. Because sometimes we think as leaders, the little things don't matter, but they do. My buddy from the tribe taught me that leaders are grateful people. And you have to share that gratefulness with others. Well, so we were walking by, we go to where they had this chapel. It was a little bit bigger than this area. The elders and all those from the tribe were sitting down. 300 families. Now, this is not modern 300 families. This is not two parents, right? A parent and two kids. No, there's no TV there. So like 13 kids per family unit. So it's everywhere. They're all over. And as I'm there, it is so hot and boiling that my cell phone turns off. It tells me, nope, and shuts off. That's how hot it was in there. My buddy comes up to me and he goes like this. Universal for drinking. I said, yes. But this time he brings me a burning hot tea. I look at him and said, no, thank you. I don't want burning hot tea. Then my interpreter says, your buddy says that there's a leaf that is grown from this land. That if you drink it, it will open up your pores and will release the heat in your body. I said, really? Yes. I'm thinking he's trying to just sell me the tea. So I said, okay, I'll give it a try. I started drinking it. Now remember, this is heating to a point that my cell phone turned off. I'm drinking this hot boiling tea with a leaf that's inside. But in a couple of seconds, I feel heat coming out of my shirt. Heat coming out of my arms. And all of a sudden, I stop sweating. And I do not feel heat anymore. I asked my interpreter, please ask my buddy, what is it that is in that tea? He said, there's a leaf that's grown here. That if you don't know it, you could dehydrate in this land. He taught me that leaders share knowledge and wisdom. There are others leaders that do not know what we know. They do not know what you know. And if we keep it to ourselves, somebody might dehydrate from success. My buddy taught me that day that we have to share the wisdom and knowledge. That's not only for us. And the final day I was in the tribe, my team had brought out bags of candy. We got ready to get and throw all the candy out for the children to gather. As I saw all the children grabbing the candy, I looked at him and I said, how long has it been, buddy, that you have tasted the candy? My interpreter says, he said, when he was 12 years old, and he's 50 now. I took out a candy that I stole from the bag, and I gave it to my buddy. When he took it, he broke the candy. And he walked to an elderly man that was sitting on the floor. And he gave it. My buddy taught me that day the leaders always share the spoils. Leaders are not those that keep it to themselves, trying to gain with somebody else's weakness. No. Leaders always share knowledge and wisdom. They're grateful for where they're at, but they also share the spoils of their success. My name is Xavier Baez, your new friend.